Okay, so welcome to this winter solstice yoga session as we're in the energies of winter solstice, which was officially its high zenith point, the most potent point yesterday at 3:49 or 3:59 p.m. But this energy is very much still around, so we're going to really be inviting this energy in. So to start with, we're just going to lie down. So come and get comfortable and lie down. If you can, Shavasana would be good. And if you want to use a cushion, try and have quite a thin cushion, so we're not getting out of alignment too much. We'll have ourselves in a Shavasana position. So the legs are open about the width of the mat. Feet are flopping outwards. Arms are down by the sides. Palms gently turned up. And the head, neck and spine all aligned. When you get there, just see if your body needs to wriggle or shake or wobble anything out before it stays still for a few minutes. And then gently inviting the eyes to close down. With that closing down of the eyes, draw your awareness inward. And start to deepen and lengthen the breath. Lovely. We're going to keep lengthening the breath. We're going to do what's called the cleansing breath. So this is to help release any tension or tightness or anything that we don't really want, whether it's in our mind, our bodies, or our hearts, out of the mouth. So we breathe in through the nose deeply down to the base of the belly. So feel that belly inflate, and then we're going to exhale with noise. So making a sigh type noise. Sometimes this comes out loud and strong and fast. Sometimes it's slow. There's no judgment there, but have an intention that as you breathe in, you gather stress, tension, worries. As you breathe out, you release them. Begin when you're ready. Beautiful. Still staying, lying down. If you wish to continue that breath, go ahead. Otherwise, come back to your easy, gentle breath. As you scan your physical body from the crown of the head, slowly working your awareness down through each part of your body, as if you're looking for any areas of tension or tightness, aches or pains. There's no judgment here. We're just noticing how we feel. You might like to ask places that do feel tight to relax, to soften. Taking another breath as we bring our awareness into the mind, the brain, that space that can be very busy. And just notice how it feels if it is busy, if there's lots of thoughts, or if it's already calm or tired. However that mind feels, just accepting that. And then you can let your mind know that it can take a rest for this session. That it can let the body and the heart take over. That we can let any things that we need to do, any to-do lists go for the next hour. And just be present with our breath. As we move into the space of the heart, the tender heart, the space of the center of the chest. And notice how this area feels. This is our emotions, our feelings. Is there anything coming up for you here? Just gently place one or both hands on top of the heart and breathe into the heart and breathe out from the heart. This is a technique that the Heart Math Institute in the States has proven to help really switch us into our parasympathetic nervous system, the system of our body that helps rest and renew, the opposite of our fight and flight, adrenaline fueled system that most of us are in at some point in our days. So breathing in and out of the heart space as you just welcome yourself to this session. The winter solstice, celebrated around the 21st of December, is the longest night and the shortest day of the year. The name of the long night moon reflects this aptly. Our ancestors had to surrender completely to the unknown, holding onto a belief that the longer, brighter days would eventually return. When yielding to all that is, there is a golden opportunity to release any worries or concerns, permitting a smooth flow of intention and the ability to manifest future plans. As you lie with your hands over your heart, feeling into that sacred space, I'd like you to think or feel into at least one intention, one wish that you have. So it can be something that you would like to let go of, that you don't want in your life any longer. Or it can be something that you don't have that you would like, or something you'd like more of, perhaps a quality, more peace, or more time to yourself. Perhaps it's a new car, it can be a physical thing, whatever it is. We're going to imagine a little tiny seed in our heart. And we're placing our intention into this seed today and through our practice. That seed lies in the dark. We imagine it in the underbelly, in the earth, covered by frost or snow, deep down in the darkest of darks. From here, we imagine the heart is now connected, growing a cord of light through the crown of the head, continuing up through the building you're in, the ceiling, up through the sky, eventually plugging into the sun. Whether you can see or feel the sun right now, imagine through this connection, a golden sun rays start beaming down around and through your body. To cleanse, to energize, golden light pouring through. And as you're connected to the sun, to the sky, from your belly, I want you to imagine growing roots all the way down through your root, through your feet, deep down, eventually wrapping them around the center, the heart of the earth. As we ground ourselves into the earth. Through this grounding cord, able to release and surrender anything that does not serve us anymore. With love, with gratitude. Taking a few breaths now, you can release your hands. Imagine breathing from the sun down and from the earth up. These two energies in equal measures into your heart, into your center, to cultivate and nurture that seed. Lovely. Holding this intention throughout our practice as you take a deeper breath now. And reach the arms overhead. Let's do a full body stretch. Point the toes down. Feeling the body awaken. Any noises out the mouth. As you bend the knees and grab around the knees with the hands and begin to massage the lower back. So we work side to side, forwards and back, little circles, however feels good and right for your body. This whole session is an invitation. We're working more with the feminine principles of yoga to listen to our body, to do what feels right. We're not stressing or straining anything. When you feel ready, roll over to one side using the hands for support and gently guide yourself up back into a seated position. Easy seat if you can, cross-legged. If not, any other way where we've still got the spine straight. From here, we guide the hands together. Letting the crown of the head open more. The root, the sit bones ground deeper. That seed with your intention, imagine beaming that heart's intention into the hands now. It flows from the fingers, the hands, up the arms, into the shoulders, down the spine, into the hips, the pelvis, the sit bones, the whole of the legs, the neck, the face, the crown, until our whole body is flooded with this intention. So every move and breath we practice is filled with our intention to help energize this. As if we're devoting ourselves to this prayer for you. And when we work with intention and manifestation, we always come from a place of gratitude first. So begin by listing or feeling or thinking all the blessings that you already have. Things that we can take for granted: running water, our beds, our roofs over our heads, our loved ones. Let the list just unfurl. Lovely, and that can keep going for as long as you want, but we're going to open the space with a chant of Om. Before we do so, we'll take a full breath in and out. So when you're ready, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in to chant. Om. Releasing the hands as we begin our movement, dropping the chin down to the chest and begin big, slow circles with the neck. Really see if you can slow these down as much as possible. Time to just be, to just breathe. We're so busy, usually rushing, doing everything as fast as we can. See if we can do it as slow as we can. And tend to any areas that feel extra tight today. Pause there and breathe into those spaces, gathering the tension up. And breathe that tension out on the out breath. Start to go the opposite way with those circles. Don't rush, take your time. And back to center. Lovely. So we'll start with our shoulders, rolling the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Lovely. Let's do 2 more. Great. And then bringing both arms up, shoulders are soft. Reach up through one arm and the other arm bends, and we can look up towards the hand that's lengthened. Switch sides. Feel that gentle side stretch as we weight the body up. Last 2. Last 1, and then we're going to take that into a side bend. You can bring your hand, your fingertips or your forearm onto the mat as you reach a little deeper into the side. See if you can look up if that's comfortable on the neck for a gentle neck stretch, and then breathe deeply into the ribs. See if you can breathe deeply into the spaces in between the ribs, breathing out tension. Lovely. Take your time, gently come back to center as we switch sides, inhaling the other arm up, exhaling over. Again, if it's okay, looking up. Gently up as we begin a little twist. Nice and gentle, right hand onto the left knee. Breathe in and lengthen and stretch up. And breathe out as you twist and look over that left shoulder. Begin deep breaths here. Beautiful. Gently back to center. On the other side. Lengthen the breath. Center. So we begin some seated cat-cow. So we're going to have the hands on the knees. Lean forward, gently look up, and really stretch the back. And exhale. You can lift the knees a little as we tuck under, looking down, and really arch the spine. So we inhale forwards, exhale back. Just find your own rhythm. Close your eyes. It's as if your breath is guiding you. Lovely. Let's do one more and slow it down and hold at the end point of the breath. So inhaling, hold the breath, gently exhale, hold the breath out, and back to center. We're going to move in a clockwise direction with some circles through the hips. So the hands are gently resting on the knees and we just start to circle. So we inhale as we come to the front, exhale to the back. And again, close your eyes and just let your body and your breath guide you. They might start small and gently spiral out, or they might stay small, or they might want to be really big. They might want to go faster. You just listen in. Three more. Last one. Spiral back in, sit up tall, take a breath, keep the eyes closed. Breathing out the mouth, and then start to spiral anti-clockwise now, the opposite way. Inhale forwards, exhale back. So 3, 2, last one. Back to center, sit up tall, let all of that spiral energy just move and circulate. Lovely. We're going to lift the shoulders up and drop them. That drop is quite a fast, strong drop, and we can use the breath as well. So as we exhale, the shoulders are going to drop, and it's a strong exhale out of the nose like this. Don't worry about the inhale, focus on exhale. If you want, you can chant internally the mantra Sat Nam, which means truth is my name at the same time. Sat as you lift, Nam as you drop. Take it at your pace. It can be slow or fast. Keep going. This is really detoxing for the body. Great to do in winter. And we can help release whatever those blockages around us manifesting those wishes, those intentions. Keep releasing. Last few seconds, you might like to speed it up even more. Take the shoulders all the way up in an inhale. Back and down in an exhale. Sit up tall, still, eyes closed. Let all of that energy settle. Feel that stillness, that darkness of the winter solstice, darkest, longest day, night, shortest day, the longest night. As we come to our next posture, really similar, the hands are on the shoulders, the thumbs to the back, fingers at the front, and we twist right and left. So we stay with that Sat Nam mantra, and we stay with that strong exhale out of the nose. Exhale as we twist to the right. Keep going. Double detox here because we're twisting. as well as that strong breath to help release toxins from the body. Lovely, last few. Just gently start to come back to center, drop the hands, sit up tall, eyes closed, let your own normal, easy breath come back as the energy settles. Lovely. So another one we're going to do is bring in the fingers together. So we have the first finger and the middle finger up, and the other two fingers bent with the thumb pressing down on there. We're going to bring the arms out, and we're just going to lift and drop. So inhale to lift and exhale to drop. You can go quite fast or slow, it's up to you. Close the eyes as you do. Try and keep the arms straight. As we do this, we do a little visualization exercise. So with our mind's eye, we create colour and light around us as if we're creating a sphere of light, like our own bubble. Any colours that you wish, any hues of colours, of light, sparkles. Few more seconds. Lovely. Next, inhale, bring the arms all the way up and the fingers all the way out, touch the thumbs together. If you're not on your moon time, so you're not menstruating or you're not pregnant, you can draw and pull in your mula bandha, root lock, your pelvic floor, anus muscles, your tummy muscles, and hold the breath. Now you visualize that bubble around you, light colors as strong as you can, your seed still planted deep in your heart. When you're ready to exhale, do it gently, bring the hands slowly down and touch the floor, imagining you're touching a piece of nature that you love. It might be a beach, some water, place in a woodland, wherever it is. Just thanking the earth for all the abundance, all our food, shelter, water that we receive. Lovely. As we take a breath and just begin to move the body in any way that feels good, feels right. As we come onto all fours here. So we're going to have the wrists directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly underneath the hips. We're going to do some cat-cow here. So we inhale, tailbone to the sky, looking up. Exhale, drawing the tummy under, arching the spine, looking through the legs. And continue at your own pace. Again, you can slow it down or speed it up. Do two more. Move gently back to a neutral position with the spine here while we try a balance. So we're going to bring the right leg out and flex the toes. So we want the hips, to stay aligned. You can look down in between the hands for half balance, or opposite arm comes all the way out for full balance. Looking ahead, breathing here. Flexing those toes, gently back down. Have a little sway side to side through the hips there. And when you're ready, we'll gently come to the other side. So bring in the opposite leg out, flex the foot, keep pointing the heel away from you, either looking down or opposite arm coming out. So we'll gently release and all the way down. And again, let's just wiggle the hips a little bit, just loosening them off, and then we'll do 3 circles in both directions. So again, they might be small, they might be large. Lovely, and then going the opposite way. From here, we're going to come into a downward facing dog. So tuck the toes under, make sure all the fingers are spread and open, and then bring in the heels back. And we'll start with walking the dog. So pressing one heel, then the other down. As the head dangles, you might like to give the head a little shake in yes and no to really loosen the neck. Breathing here. So take your time. Going to gently come down here. And just massage the wrists a little bit. So with the finger at the back, the fingers at the back, the thumb at the front, just squeezing on that wrist. Really good to do when we've done downward dog or other postures that take a lot of pressure on the wrists. And then we're going to come into dragon pose. So I'm going to bring the right knee forwards. The knee is directly over the right ankle. And both hands are on the inside of the foot. And then with the back knee, you're just going to walk it back a little bit so you can feel a stretch through the left hip flexor. And here we can just look down and breathe into the stretch. See if we can get the right angle. See. Quite a deep posture this. Breathe into it, breathe out any tension, any tightness. Stay with the breath. 2 more. Lovely. So gently release. We're going to bring the foot a little bit further in so it's more in the center, and then tilt the toes in towards you. So we're starting to straighten the back of the right leg and just folding forwards down over that leg. And again, some really deep breaths. Imagine you can breathe into the spaces that feel tight. Breathe that breath out. Use your Ujjayi breath if you know that, a hush, shush sound at the back of the throat. Lovely, and then gently release. Bring both knees together again, and we'll do the opposite side. So that left foot stepping forwards, the ankle directly underneath the knee, hands are on the inside of the foot, and then walking the right knee back a little bit, breathing deeply here. Two more breaths. Lovely. Take your time. Stepping that foot a little bit further into the middle and then bending backwards. So we're bending the toes in towards you, lengthening through the back of the leg. Deep, long breaths here. One more. Lovely. Release, bringing that knee back, and we'll come for a nice relax here. So we're going to come into our open-hearted posture. So it's a bit like a child's pose, but we're going to keep the bottom nice and hard. So you might want a little blanket or a cushion under your head. We're going to, from this position, so the knees underneath the hips, there's a gap in between the knees, bottom stays high, and then we lengthen the arms out and place the forehead or the chin, even if you can, on the floor. We're getting a deep opening through the back of the shoulders, the back of the heart, and we're breathing into the space of the heart here. Breathing, if you can, deep into that seed of intention that you've planted. Two more breaths. Very gently here, start to lift up. So we want to be so gentle, slow, kind, as we come and lie down on our bellies. The hands are going to come by the chest, and we're going to breathe all the way to the belly on the inhale. Squeeze and lift pelvic floor as you hold that and come up and exhale. So this is in your full cobra. If that feels too much, come down onto your forearms in Sphinx instead. Deep back bend here, so breathe into that lower back. Shoulders are soft, jaw is soft. Let's do a nice softening, opening for the jaw. So opening the mouth wide. Gently close, soft. Let's do two more. Take one more breath into the lower back. And bending at the elbows as you come all the way down, softening down. Make a little pillow with the hands. So one hand resting on top of the other, one cheek resting on your pillow. And then bend at the knees and gently sway the legs side to side like windscreen wipers. Lovely. Bringing the hands to the side of the chest. Ease yourself back up. And we're going to come into a child's pose. This time it's more, so it's also called a rock or dormouse pose. We bring the arms behind us and the forehead comes to the floor. If the forehead can't quite get there, you can grab a pillow, or you can place one fist on top of the other, stack them, and then rest your forehead onto the fists there. Breathing deeply here. Just want you to imagine that you are that seed deep in the ground here, all curled up, all tucked up, with that potential to become whatever it is that you choose, that you wish. But right now we're just resting in the stillness, in the darkness. Perhaps we are given enough sunlight, feeling that sun from above, golden light, and given the water that we need, given the nutrients from the rich soil of the earth, and enough air, enough wind, until we have all the perfect elements to grow into a beautiful flower or plant or vegetable or fruit at the perfect time. No rush, just trusting in the divine timing of things. One more deep breath here, releasing out the mouth. Take our time, gently coming up. We come into a forward fold. So bringing the legs out, just release the flesh from the sit bones. Flexing the toes in towards you. Bringing the arms overhead, shoulders soft, and reach up as high as you can and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, fold forwards and keep looking forwards. So for the first few breaths, we're going to keep looking forwards. Then you can continue with that stretch, or you can round out and look down. It's up to you. For each breath, see if you can get long and straighten up again. Get long in the belly, and then exhale using that extra space you've created to get a little bit deeper into the stretch, using your Ujjayi breath again if you can, the ocean breath, also known as. One more breath. Gently coming up there. Placing the feet on the floor, hip distance apart. And use the arms for support as we slowly roll down, using our core to get down. We'll come into our bridge posture. So walk the heels close to the bottom, feet flat on the floor, arms by the side. And then when you feel ready, push down through the feet and start to lift and raise the pelvis off the floor and the bottom. If that's all you're getting to today, that's fine, stay there. If you feel you've got capacity to keep rolling up, then do so. Get to the shoulders, roll the shoulders in towards each other so we're supported on the shoulders, not the neck. Breathing deep into that heart seed in this posture. Take 2 more breaths here. Roll your shoulders out if you need to, and then lower little by little till The sit bones meet the floor, grab the knees in, and we'll begin that lower back massage that we did at the start of the session. So we're going in circles, forwards and back, side to side, however feels nourishing for you in that lower back. And the glutes. Lovely. From here, we're going to come into our spinal twist. So feet flat on the floor, knees still bent. Let the knees fall over to one side. Turn the head to the opposite side. Use your arms if you've got space. They could come out in a big T position. If not, they could bend at the elbows or place on the body somewhere. And just some nice relaxing breaths here. This is our last posture before our relaxation. So close down the eyes. Start to invite that relaxation into the body. Last breath here. Take your time. Bring the knees back to center. Any adjustments you'd like to make before rolling the knees over to the other side and the head the opposite way. Last breath here. Come in to lie on your back. Just for a moment, invite and ask your body if there's any other stretches it would like to do before your relaxation. In which case, go for that and feel free. Really listen in. If you're ready for your relaxation, we're going to lie on our backs, feet open, and then at the heels, tilt them open. So we're getting a hip opening. Roll the shoulders down the back. Let the arms come away from the body, the palms open up to the sky, backs of the hands resting on the floor, head, neck, and spine all aligned. And gently soften the eyes closed. If you need any blankets or extra layers, then do get them before you settle. It's when we slow or stop the body, can often drop the temperature a couple of degrees. When you drop the eyes closed, let's start that cleansing breath again, at least 3 times, breathing deep down to the base of the belly, in through the nose, and exhaling with noise out of the mouth. You might find that exhale is somewhat softer compared to the beginning. And that exhale out the mouth again is a signal to the parasympathetic system that we're switching over to rest and renew, to revitalize all parts of you. As we rest here deeply, like you to imagine it is the longest day. So the longest night, the shortest day, winter solstice. It's the hours of light off you, and the hours of night and darkness are many. And I want you to imagine you're resting in this dark night, long night. It's cold. The light that is visible is the glimmer, the glitter, the shimmer of the frost. Still have your seed of intention planted deep into your heart. And as you rest, you give yourself full permission to relax, to soften, to surrender. As we look to nature for our example, she is resting deeply, hibernating even. How can we find more opportunity to stop, to pause? Time for reflection on the year gone by. Time for feeling into our futures and what we would like them to feel like and look like and be like. With our roots firmly grounded into the heart, the center of the earth, just go ahead and hold the intention to release and let go of any old stagnant energy, beliefs that don't serve you anymore, toxins, pain, any blockages. Just imagine them pouring down and out through the feet, through these roots, all the way into the earth. This long, cold night, as we release, we feel ourselves getting lighter and brighter. We have a peace candle in front of us, a white, large candle. And we decide and choose to light this candle for ourselves, for you, for your intention, for your future. To take this moment now to light your candle. And as this candle lights, you imagine you're in a place where you will be able to see the rise of the sun. You slowly see the light come. You feel the anticipation of the sun rising. You feel and see the first rays of the sunrise. The solar energy returning, the crystalline energy as the sun slowly rises and beams these golden light rays all the way through you, over you and around you. As they do, the light of the sun and the love of the earth, which you are also beginning to breathe in from the earth up and into your heart. this unconditional love. And the love and the light above and below mix and meld now at your center, at your heart, creating and fusing together to make this beautiful, harmonious, new light frequency within you that radiates out into every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being, continuing out into that bubble that you created, that bubble of light around you. Your seed is given everything it needs to break and gently unfurl when and only when the time is right. But you have so much trust and hope and belief for this seed becoming fully manifest. So we seal all of this in now with a golden thread of light that begins at the crown of the head and it spirals down and around the body in a clockwise direction, casting a cocoon light around you to seal this in, to act as a protective shield, to keep you in this beautiful, harmonious resonance. Take a deeper breath now when you're ready. And invite a little bit of movement in, wriggling the fingers and the toes. When you feel ready, you gently roll over onto one side, keeping the eyes closed for now. You come back to your gratitude. What are you thankful? What are you grateful for in this now moment? When you feel ready, use your hands to support and come all the way up to a seated position. Bring our hands together at our heart center. And we come into a Lotus Mudra, hand gesture, creating a lotus with the thumbs at the side and the little fingers at the side and the lotus flower inside. Place it on top of your heart and imagine sending your seed into this lotus flower. When this is done, we take a breath in. We raise our flower up to the sky, up to the universe, and we breathe out as we open the hands and we send that seed of intention out into the universe. So inhale with trust and gratitude, bringing the hands together and gathering the light of above in our hands. And exhale, bringing all of that light into our heart. We close now with one chant of Om to send this loving and peaceful vibration into the grid of light, the network of light that surrounds the planet for all beings everywhere. Let's begin with a full breath, breathing in and out. In. Want to share. May the winter fires burn bright in your heart, keeping you warm, inspired, passionate and free. Every day now we move closer to the light. The darkness will recede and the light will continue to grow stronger in and around everyone, illuminating our way forward. Take time in these winter months of hibernation to go inward, connect with yourself and rest. Let go of what you no longer need. Renew, regenerate, and heal so as to healthily plant seeds for a brighter future. That was written by my friend Kirsty Jackson. To gift you that. So yeah, just sending all the love and solstice blessings and Yuletide blessings to each of you. Namaste.